so much. Thank you for trying as hard as possible to sell that I am worth watching. Thank you. I am bi and it's Pride Month. If you don't laugh, I'll cancel everyone in here. I am bi. I don't like saying I'm bi though because I feel like it's just, I don't know, the reactions are weird. Because if you come out as gay or lesbian, the reactions are pretty concrete. You know, it's either yay or no, don't do that. But you come out as bi, even gay people are like, prove it. Pandemic's over. If you want to prove it, someone come on stage, I'll blow you if you need to know for sure. Right? Who's comfortable with close contact in here, right? I'm out of practice, so it might not be great, but I have this tattoo. Everybody see it? Beatles. I don't regret it, is what I tell myself every day. I don't regret getting a tattoo of something I already have 4 shirts of, to be honest. I especially don't regret that after all the effort brown people have put into representation, my people have put, the first thing I get on my brown skin is 4 white guys, you know? Just a billboard for white people I am right now, you know? One of them, John Lennon, who like abused his ex-wife, kind of a shitty dude. That's why you shouldn't get tattoos of people, because one of them is bound to get canceled, you know? Stick to butterflies and flower petals, that'll get you far, you know? I love John Lennon, that's why I left him blank, because I was going to do something special. Now I say I left him blank because he's a dick, you know, just to make up for it. But I do love him though, he was my favorite Beatle. I was kind of infatuated with him. Everyone's a little drunk, I can tell you this story, I think. The first time I did shrooms, I was alone. First bad call already, okay? No one's around to tell you, you're doing really weird shit right now, okay? I was on shrooms, I put on Imagine, the album, I put it on. And he appeared. I hallucinated John Lennon in my room. And we talked about money, peace, freedom, and then we had sex. I had sex with the shroom version of John Lennon. Well, I didn't really have sex, I was jacking off, but in my head, instead of imagining all the people were living in peace, I imagined my hand was his asshole and I was fucking him. I think I could have gotten in 2 if I was around in the 60s. John was into Asians. I'm not Asian, I'm Latino, but I'll play into it for him. I'll be his Yoko Ono, I'll scream for John. Yoko Ono, she screams, that's her thing. I like Yoko. A lot of people don't like Yoko. I like Yoko. People don't like her because people think she broke up the Beatles. She didn't. The Beatles broke up the Beatles. But I think that's a narrative Asian people, Japanese women should embrace. One of your people broke up the Beatles? That's powerful. That's better representation than Crazy Rich Asians. One of your people broke up the best band? You were the Hiroshima bomb to our best band? That's revenge. Take credit. Jesus Christ. Not enough revenge. I think about 200,000 people died in the Nagasaki Hiroshima bombings, and there are about 200,000 classic rock bands that could do with a Yoko Ono style bombing. Just split them up, you know. That should have been the Japanese response to nuclear warfare. Just send a bunch of Yoko Onos to break up Zeppelin, Sabbath, the Stones before classic rock even becomes a thing. That's real revenge, you know. America took lives, but Japan could have taken one of the sounds that makes American life worth living. Classic rock. I love classic rock. Even I wouldn't be happy about it. I'm just concerned though. I'm a concerned fan. I don't want the Stones to tour anymore. I want Yoko Ono to break them up so that Mick Jagger doesn't turn on to dust on stage or something. You know? At this point, if you're buying Stones tickets, you're buying it for the same reason you get NASCAR tickets. You're just looking to see if there's a casualty. That's all you're doing. You morbid fucks. I do love classic rock though. But it's because I don't think I listen to it the way that you're supposed to. Because like anytime I put on Bruce Springsteen, my sister's always like, why do you listen to that? It's so hetero for you. It is kind of it's a little hetero. I'm a little gay. I said I'm bi. I like penis here and there, you know. Mostly here, there is okay. It's I just don't listen to classic rock, I think, the way other people do, you know? Because when I put on Bruce Springsteen, when I put on Born to Run, I don't imagine myself as Bruce, like in a truck with hairy arms, like, baby, we were born to run. No. When I hear Bruce say, baby, we were born to run, I'm baby. You know? Warrant, remember Warrant? Warrant? When they say, she's my cherry pie, I'm the pie, eat up, okay? I listen to classic rock to get in touch with my feminine side. That's what you're supposed to do it for. I'm happy you guys like me. I hope you like me. I'm a little nervous. I got a C in public speaking. I don't know what made me think I could do this. Professional said, you can't do that with jokes. What are you trying to do it with it? I don't know. That's the only class I did bad in. I got straight A's in everything else, in elementary school, middle school, high school, which is cool until you realize you want to do this. You know, this isn't a book smart friendly medium. I don't need to know who Virginia Woolf is to do this. I need fart jokes. That's 2.0 GPA stuff, though. I have 4.0 GPA jokes. I'm gonna reference a book in a second. I'm sorry. It's gonna be really pretentious. I'm sorry. I think I got straight A's in college. I'd be studying in the basement of the library until 3 a.m. while everyone else is discovering that they like shrooms and MDMA. That's what you're supposed to do in college. You're supposed to find out that you like drugs, not that you actually really do like The Great Gatsby. That's not supposed to be the epiphany. It's not supposed to be what you learn, you know? I wrote, instead of partying, I wrote essays on books about partying. That was my work. That's the book, by the way. I keep my promises, okay? I went through a slut phase in college, though. That's something kind of normal I did, right? I'm realizing, though, that hearing a guy say he went through a slut phase in a post-Me Too world can be kind of, like, creepy. Especially, like, if I was in, like, a polo shirt, you'd be like, Did everybody say yes to your slut phase? Did you go through a slut phase or on a rampage, man? Because you seem questionable with your polo shirt and golf clubs, the uniform of someone that doesn't ask for consent. My little bitter, yeah. I was bad at it, though. I was a bad slut. I kept catching feelings for people who were just supposed to be hookups. That's not what you're supposed to do. That's not in any Doja Cat song. They're not telling you to fall in love with one stands. But I did it, I kept doing it because I wanted love, I wanted romance, but all my friends made fun of me. They called me a simp. They all called me a simp, a silly little squashable simp. But if I was around the 1600s during Shakespeare times, I wouldn't be made fun of for being a simp. I'd be called a romantic. I'd be celebrated. I'd be Romeo and Juliet, a chivalric, gallant Romeo, where art thou me? Now I'm just pathetic, I guess. Pathetic, where art thou balls? That's what people ask me when I tell these simp stories, but it happens. It was kind of pathetic. I remember I used to stoop. I was kind of desperate. I didn't know how to turn something that was physical to something more, you know, something what I wanted. So when I wanted attention from a one-night stand, instead of texting, hey, I miss you, I text, hey, take a dirty picture, babe. Hoping that whatever nude pic they sent also had their face in it, so they could zoom past the genitals and admire the true beauty, you know, their face, their true, Photoshop a wedding veil over it, couple kids in the back of this nude pic. That's how you know you're a simp, when you think you get most out of dirty pictures into the genitalia is the promise of a future with somebody. That's not, don't do that. That's just, I'm happy it's gone, I'm happy it's over. I was such a bad, I caught feelings for a hookup, a guy that made me catch an STD. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to want to give your heart to someone who's only giving you the clap. Don't. Give your heart to someone whose ass can clap, not someone whose ass gives clap, all right? Now you clap. Now you give me clap. Thank you all for listening.